everyone, my name is Tiffany and this is my channel, Who's Your Handmade. Thank you so much for stopping by today. In today's video, it's another episode of Hashtag Friday Sews. If that sounds interesting to you, stick around. If you are new to my channel, welcome. And if you are already a friend of mine, thank you so much for returning again today. Thank you for taking time out of your Friday to spend some of it with me. This is a Hashtag Friday Sews video. I love catching up on your sewing week as well. So leave a comment down below. Let me know what projects are on your sewing table, what you got going on. I absolutely love chatting with you down below in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please consider doing so. I would love to get to know you better. I am just wearing a ready-to-wear shirt, so let's slide right into this Hashtag Friday Sews video. I'm going to chat with you a little bit today about what I've made. I do have a finished make to share with you, and then I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to slide a tutorial into this Hashtag Friday Sews video. I have so many video ideas that I want to share with you all, and it's really hard to get them all into my schedules. So I did record a little footage this weekend when I was working on this set that I'm getting ready to show you, and I thought I would sneak in how I did that technique to this Hashtag Friday Sews video. The tutorial is going to be at the end. If you have zero interest in that tutorial, that's okay. You can skip out. But if you've been wondering how I have done that, you can tune in to the end. So let's just jump right in. What is this? This is Simplicity 9219. I talked about this last week. I pulled this random, I think it's nightwear really, a set out of my stash. This was a Simplicity pattern that I've had for a while. I believe it's from 2020. Yeah, it's from 2020. So I've had this one in my stash for a while, and I really wanted to make myself a loungewear set. I showed you all the fabric that I had, some really soft modal rib knit from Joann's. I've had that in my stash for a while as well. And I did end up finishing that loungewear set right there. I'm gonna scoot over so that you can see the full outfit. Now on Bernadette, it's arguably not very impressive. I'm not going to put pictures of myself in this set here in my video. I don't feel comfortable being photographed in outfits like this, but I did want to share with you my finished makes and give you a little bit of a review on this pattern. Now this pattern is for knits and woven. The tank top pattern is for a knit fabric. Let me show you some line drawings here. So that tank top pattern there, you can use some knit fabric. And then for the pants and shorts, they suggest woven fabric. Well, I went a little bit outside the box, and let me tell you why I did that. If I was to look at the finished garment measurements on this pattern, and I'll show you here if you can read it, here are the finished garment measurements, and they do give the bust for the top, they give the hip for the pants, so they did give some really good finished garment measurements. I was slightly larger than all of those. So what I've done a few little tricks to make this pattern a little bit more size inclusive so that I could fit into it. And actually, this outfit fits really well. The shorts I was so impressed with. I've made no huge changes to either of these garments, and they actually do fit really well. So let me go through some things that I did. The first thing that I did was lengthen that top. It is kind of a cropped length tank top, and I didn't want it to be quite that cropped, so I added 4 inches to the top, and it does fit me exactly where I wanted it to land. I also drafted my own neckband. They want you to turn over the edges of your top. And I'll bring Bernadette a little closer so you can at least see the top a little bit closer. I did do the turnover and stitch method on the armholes. I wanted to try that out. I don't know that I've ever done that method on any of my patterns, and it turned out really well. It looks fine. It feels fine when I wear it, but I kind of wanted to do something a little more in my realm for the neckband. So what I did after I sewed my front and back together, I took the measurements for a neckband, took it by 80%, and that gave me the measurement for my neckband. And I did make it a little bit wider. Like I said, I'll bring her a little bit closer and you can see the wider neckband that I drafted for myself. I did use a 1/4 inch seam allowance for both of these garments. If you've sewn before, you know that a 5/8 seam allowance is what is usual. I wanted to give myself as much room as possible, and a 1/4 inch is as small a seam allowance as I'm comfortable doing. So I used a 1/4 inch, and that gave me even more added room. And then, like I said, I used a very stretchy fabric for both of these. It's a modal rib knit, quite stretchy. That alone gave me a lot more ease as opposed to making this in a non-stretch woven fabric. And then the last little change that I did for this set is to not hem it. I did not do the suggested hem on the top bottom or on the bottom of the shorts there. I decided to do that lettuce hem edge that I was having so much good luck with for my Disney sewing. I love doing that technique, and that is the tutorial that will be at the end of this #FridaySews video. I just set up my camera and took you along with me as I was making the lettuce hem for this outfit. To me, it looks a little bit boyish or manly, this set does. So adding the lettuce hem there to the edge of the shirt and the shorts just makes it a little more feminine, gives it a girly touch. And like I said, I love doing that hem, that finish for my hems. So let me bring Bernadette a little bit closer and I'll show you some more details. Before I bring her too much closer, I'll just show you the waistband here. I went ahead and did 3 stitches into the elastic there. Very, very simple. You just fold over to make your casing. And let me bring her up here. And there you can kind of see the neckband that I've self-drafted and put on there. I just liked that finish a little bit more than just folding it over. But let me show you the armholes. This is folding it over one time and then stitching it down. I think it looks just fine. And yeah, I just really, really like it. It's a very comfortable lounge set. I found myself reaching for it already quite a bit. I've had to wash it already. So it's definitely going to be one of those things that I reach for a lot. Not the most spectacular sew, but definitely practical and comfortable. And that's what I love to have in my life. So like I said, tune in to the end of this video if you would like to see me do a little tutorial on how I do a lettuce hem. So what's coming up here in the next week? I have been up here doing some more sewing for Addie. I was able to trace out, cut out the Ellie and Mac Be Curious dress. I am doing some color blocking with this dress. Now Addie's the one that picked out this mini fabric from my stash. I also had some coordinating purple, and I found a lavender scrap that I'm also going to use for some color blocking for this dress. So got the bodice done. It looks really cute. I was very worried it's going to be too small. We will just have to see after I get the whole garment done, but she's very excited for her little Minnie Mouse dress. And then she has discovered this simplicity pattern. I'm gonna pop a picture up. I don't even remember the numbers on it. We've already packed it into our camper for the weekend. Addie was obsessed with these baby doll patterns, these clothes patterns for her American Girl Bitty Baby doll. So we went through my fabric scraps and found a lot of really nice scraps. So she's excited for mommy to make her baby doll some fabric. So I'm going to try to do some of this while we're away this weekend, which I'll talk about in the life portion. Addie is just so enthused about creating and sewing, and it just makes my mama heart so happy, and I can't wait to create with her. I did talk very briefly last week about those 4th of July pattern sales. So this one is a hard one for me to resist, y'all. I think I just need to stay away from Joann's. I'm in the middle of a buying ban 3-month portion here, so I need to just stay away, but it is such a good one. It's still on till the 7th, so if you haven't made your way to Joann's and you're in the market for some new patterns, McCall's, Butterick, and Simplicity are still $1.99 until the 7th. And then one of my favorite pattern companies of all time, Little Lizard King and Styla, are having 40% off of their patterns through the 7th of July as well. That is a great deal. I don't think they go any steeper in the discount realm than 40% off. I don't even think they go lower than that during Black Friday. So if you had your eye on some Styla patterns or some Little Lizard King patterns, now is a really great time to grab those PDF indie patterns. I did want to announce the June comment giveaway winner. This has been so much fun, you all. It has been so much fun to send out little happy mail goodie packages to 2 of you already. I sent one to Marcia and one to Dillis, so I hope you've received those and you really enjoyed getting that. I hope it brightened your day. And for the month of June, the winner is Brooke McGilvray. I'm so sorry, Brooke, if I've totally butchered your last name. I'll put your name right here. Congratulations, Brooke. Thank you so much for all of your kind comments. Brooke, if you could shoot me an email with your physical address and I will get your happy mail to you. Thank you to everyone who comments on my videos. The comments absolutely make my day. Sometimes I'm a little slow in replying. Life can be crazy, but I do read them all and I try to reply to everyone, and it really makes my day to read those. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, every month I choose a random video of mine and a random commenter to send some happy mail to. So just leave a comment on any of my videos and you are in the running for that giveaway. It's not very much, it's just a little bit of happy mail just to brighten your day. Thank you so much, Brooke, again for all your wonderful comments. As for life, we are jet setting again. Well, not exactly in a jet. We are going camping for the 4th of July weekend. We love to go 4th of July camping. It's one of our favorite times to go camping together, just as a little family. So we're gonna get away for a few days, but I am taking my smaller brother sewing machine. I've packed Addie's little baby doll clothes pattern and the fabrics that we picked out and a few notions that we might need. So hopefully Addie and I will do a little bit of sewing over the weekend. I hope you all have a wonderful 4th of July weekend. If you celebrate, thank you so much for your friendship. Don't forget to leave a comment down below and let me know what projects you are working on this week. Okay, so I'm gonna say bye to anyone who's not interested in the tutorial here. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next video. But if you are interested in seeing a short little tutorial about how I do lettuce hems, continue to watch here. This is done completely on a home sewing machine. There are a lot of techniques for everything to do with sewing, and lettuce hems are no different. So there are techniques out there for sergers and different ways to do it. This is just how I do it. I saw a reel on Instagram and then looked up the YouTube video and it just clicked with me. Just a few things real quick before we get into the tutorial. I am using a normal foot on my sewing machine. You don't need to use your walking foot or anything like that for this technique. I'm using a stretch needle as I am using very stretchy fabric. That is a very huge point that I want to point out. You have to have stretchy fabric for this technique of lettuce hem. It needs to be able to stretch quite a bit. You can use contrasting thread to make that hem pop a little bit more if you so desire, or you can use a blender color for your thread. It's really up to you and what look you want for your garment. I do mention it in the tutorial, but just to share with you right now, the settings on your sewing machine do need to change a little bit. You need a zigzag stitch at a length of 1.4 to 1.5. My Baby Lock Crescendo does not have a 1.5, so I used 1.4, and a width of 6. So quite a big width there. So you have to do a little bit of changing to your settings. Okay, I'm not gonna talk anymore. Let's just get in right to the tutorial. First, I need to change my settings. So I'm going to select a zigzag stitch. My length is going to be 1.4, and then you're going to change your width to 6. So length 1.4, width 6, and I have my zigzag stitch. So to make the lettuce hem, what you're going to do is you're going to sew half onto the fabric and then half off. So your zigzag stitch is going to be on the fabric, off the fabric, on the fabric, off the fabric, and that creates the lettuce hem. What you also have to do, very important, is stretch it. You have to stretch your fabric. So this works with a really stretchy fabric. What I'm going to do is put my fabric, let me show you a little closer there. I've put the edge of my fabric along this mark on my foot, on my Baby Lock Crescendo, and that needle is going to go this way and then that way, this way and then that way, and it's going to make that lettuce hem. I'm also going to stretch my fabric, and I'll show you how I do that. So let's just get started. Going over seams, make sure you're stretching. So let me just show you what I'm doing. I am stretching this way and this way. You want a lot of stretch for these hems. So lots of stretch. So let's keep going. Okay, let's check out our progress thus far. There is our lettuce hem starting with a cute edge there, finished edge. And then you just keep doing that all the way around. I'm stretching out here, and I'm also stretching here. Let's keep going. Can you see where the needle is falling on the edge off of there? That's the important part. Stretching, stretching, stretching. Not quite done yet, but you can see our progress thus far. That pretty lettuce hem edge. Let's keep going to the end. Back stitching, and let's see how we did. There we are. There is our super cute lettuce edge hem. That is so cute and so simple. That's how I do it, guys. I hope you enjoyed that lettuce hem tutorial. Like I said earlier in the video, I am so enjoying doing these lettuce hems for the bottoms of my projects. It does lend such a cute little finish. Okay, that's gonna do it for this hashtag Friday Sews video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.